Yesterday, history was made when Bronny James' name was called in the second round of the 2024 draft. He was taken number 55 overall, joining his dad on the Lakers roster. Lakers GM Rob Pelinka spoke about the very historic day. Take a listen.
In the history of the NBA, there's never been a father and a son that have shared an NBA basketball court. And that feels like something that could be magical. And we know and have to respect, of course, that LeBron has a decision about his opt-out. And I'm sure he and his family and his agent will deliberate what they're going to do there. And of course, he has freedom to decide whatever's best for him and his family. But if it worked out that he was on our team next season, NBA history could be made. And NBA history should be made in a Lakers uniform.
If it works out.
LeBron reacted to the news that he and his son Bronny are now Lakers teammates on Instagram, posting a photo of the two when Bronny was a child and another photo of the two of them in purple and gold with a one-word caption, legacy. Yesterday, Bob Myers had some very interesting things to say about Bronny's agent, Rich Paul. Take a listen.
Right now, Rich Paul's calling teams, don't take Bronny James. He's telling them, do not take him, okay? He's saying, don't take him. If you take him, he's going to Australia. So he has a plan and he has a place.
Kendrick Perkins is finally joining us. Hello,
What up, KP?
Good
What's
morning.
up?
How you doing, man?
You doing
I
good?
mean, it's good to see you.
Hey,
Good to see you.
happy Friday.
All right.
I called you the other day. I can't get a call back. Can't get a call back.
Oh,
All right, Perk, I'm going to start with you. What's your reaction to what Bob Myers had to say?
I mean, first of all, let me say this, right? Congratulations to Bronny and all the young men that got drafted over the past 2 days, right? Dreams come true. Congratulations to LeBron James, Savannah, and Bronny, especially, right? Because they're on the verge of making history when LeBron James do sign his contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, and they figure that out, okay? I'm genuinely happy for them. But Rich Paul. See, the problem I have with Rich Paul is that my thing is, over the last few weeks, he's been doing interviews and he's been saying things like, it's not a big deal and we're not trying to focus on LeBron and Bronny playing together. Mm-hmm. But Stephen A., I'm going to go back to the line that I love that you use, okay? I love it. One of my favorite lines from you. If it walked like a duck, if it quacked like a duck, damn it, it's not a mongoose. And so all signs have been leading up to Bronny being drafted by the Lakers so him and his dad could share the floor together and be on the same team. I mean, just think about it. He only worked out for 2 teams, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Okay, cool. On top of that, after what Bob Myers said yesterday about that Rich Paul was calling teams and saying, don't draft Bronny, I mean, that was another sign to say, you know what, he's going to be in a Laker uniform, and it's okay. My thing is with Rich Paul is, don't try to make people out there, to try to make people to look like liars, right? When we knew that it was some truth to those rumors that LeBron James wanted to play with Bronny, and it's okay.
Yeah, Perk, I hear you, but there is the game of politics that always needs to be played in these certain situations. And as much as we want people to keep it real and always keep it a buck, like you have to play the game to a degree. And I have, first off, I mean, Aaron Riley did this the year before with Austin Reeves when they formatted a similar plan, right? The world didn't know about it, but people internally knew that, they were telling teams, hey, do not draft Austin Reeves because they had a plan. Even though that's not things that you were hearing people say in the public, there is about posturing and kind of positioning things where nobody needs a narrative from the beginning that Rich Paul is supposed to come out and just say, Bronny's going to play LeBron and this is it. Like, I don't think that behooves or puts him in the position of strength in case something does happen. Even though he can make those things feel that way, we all know how the game of politics is being played. So I don't really hold Rich Paul to any slight or disappointment by playing the game of politics, even though we knew what the situation was going to be. But it's around positioning the chess pieces on the table to actually get it to cement itself with the 55th pick.
Well, a couple of things. Let's say a couple of things. First of all, I'll start off the same way Kendrick Perkins started off. Congratulations to Bronny James. And it's heartfelt. I'm one of the rare people in this country that has never seen Bronny James play. I've never seen him play, ever.
Like a game on TV?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I never wanted to watch him. And the reason I never wanted to watch him until he got to, if he was at US, in USC, that would have been different. I was just busy last season. But the bottom line is I always felt that he was put in a really, really unfair position. And the scrutiny that would come down upon him was inevitable. And if I saw him, everybody would be like, yo, what you gonna say? And I didn't want to touch that. And then when he had the cardiac arrest, I mean, we were all scared to death, all of us. You, me, everybody. I mean, you scared to death because this kid has such a wonderful life ahead of him. You certainly didn't want anything bad to happen to him. And when that cardiac arrest took place, you're like, damn, this is some scary, scary stuff. And so for him to be in this position right now, I'm incredibly happy for him. LeBron James, the father, Savannah James, the mother, wonderful, wonderful parents. Obviously did a great job raising them. You wish him nothing but the best. You're very, very happy for them. Now let's get to the other stuff. What you brought up, what KP brought up, the sound that we played to Rob Pelinka, who personally speaking I like. That's one of the most pathetic press conferences we've ever seen. I picked up the phone and called Frank Valentini. You don't know that name. Let me tell you who that name is. As the executive producer at General Hospital. I said, you need a writer? You need another producer? You need somebody? Because I said, go watch the press conference of Rob Pelinka yesterday. And I said, I got some talent for you on the production side, on the writer side. Use that man right there. But as a basketball VP, this is one of the most pathetic press conferences I've ever seen. Rob Pelinka, what's wrong with you, bro? I mean, we drafted Bronny, right? It's just, and now if LeBron James is, if that works out, and we'll have to wait and see. The man is in LA. The man has said for years all he wants to do is play with his son. The team that he's on right now just drafted him. Okay, you're the guy who drafted him, and somebody's gonna have to explain to me what all the high fives are about. When you know that you're picking somebody, and then everybody is. It's like I'm again like they're surprised. Let's hide and hug one another. What the hell is all of that? I say, yo, Frank, we doing great in the ratings, General Hospital, but you got to see this. Rob Pelinka should be working for General Hospital. So that's number one. In a more serious note, and I'm just having fun with you, Rob, in a more serious level, let me tell Big Perk something about Rich Paul. Rich Paul is somebody. First of all, I love him. We all love Rich. We all love Rich. I mean, he get on our damn nerves sometimes and stuff like that. Because it's Rich Paul. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he tended to do. But we all got love for him. You must learn, Perk, how to ignore him. Now, I know that Rich Paul like to go on podcasts and be like, yeah, nobody told me to shut the hell up and all of this. Yeah, we do. Because Rich Paul think he a producer. I don't know if you know this. Rich Paul thinks that Rich Paul should be sitting where we sitting. Rich Paul thinks that he should be sitting behind the scenes where the producers are and producing content. I'm telling you what I know. This brother tries to produce sports television shows. This is what he tries to do. You should be saying this. You should, man, shut the hell up and do your job and let us do our job. Of course, Rich Paul, like you just said, he's going to do that. There's nothing to be offended by.
He's a masterful politician.
No problem with that. I think what Perk is speaking to, and we're certainly not comparing Rich Paul to who I'm about to bring up, but I'm just using this example that I'm about to bring up to crystallize the point in a far more innocuous way. Lance Armstrong. We knew your ass was on steroids. We knew. We knew you gonna lie about it. Religiously, perpetually, all right? But our issue was how you were willing to hurt people along the way when you knew you were lying. In a far more innocuous, harmless way, that's basically what Kendrick Perkins is alluding to. Rich Paul will know this. He's doing exactly.